Greetings, beautiful humans, and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. This is your soulmate soul scopes, where your Akashic Records, your soul books, meet your zodiac. Now, many of you may not be really familiar with the Akashic Records. Well, this is your soul's journey through evolution in time. So the timing of this video is really important for the message that you are about to receive. These are channeled messages from your soul, your angels, your guides, your crossover loved ones, and your ascended masters. We use tarot and oracle cards just to connect and communicate with you. So watching the message all the way through is super important, because as a medium and a channel, it's likely that some of these messages may be very specific. And since we're channeling for an entire zodiac, sometimes your loved ones or maybe an ancestor may have a specific message just for you. And so if you don't watch it all the way through, you may miss a very important channeled message. So your arrival at this channel and this message may be the timing that you need it. And because we're channeling for an entire zodiac, each situation and circumstance may not resonate with you, but you may pick up a few ways to go about your situation and circumstances. And don't forget to jump to the timestamps, because all decans will be separated by your timestamp. So don't forget, check your timestamps. So now, let's get ready for your Soulmate Soul Scopes reading.
All right, Leos, welcome in to our Soulmate Soul Scopes here. We're going to start off with our soul growth reading and go ahead and go into the deeper portions. So be sure to watch this here. It will set up the remainder of your decan. All right, my Leos, we're going to go ahead and get into our soul growth reading. So we do 3 parts. Our first part here is going to be the soul lesson or soul growth from the energies, and we're doing it from the 15th of January through the 31st. We're going to have the ability here. This is your soul's ability that's going to help you grow through this lesson. And then we also have the healing path, which is going to aid with the ability and help you along the way here on the path to growing. So these are pre-shuffled, but I'm going to give you guys just a little extra love and see what our soul lesson is here, as we've had beginning journey, and this is guilt. So this is going to be learning here about forgiveness of self. They're already saying here we feel some sort of way with not being as truthful to others as we are to ourselves, and so there's going to be some lesson going through, and they're saying that's going to be actually one that you're going to have to grow through. They're saying through most of the year, at least until August. We're going to get into our ability here. What we've learned, what we've acquired, something that we've always had, and that is the Shaolin Master. Graceful in movement and action. I can see that for you guys. This is going to help you move through the old habits of being, old ways of being that bring this out of you. This is going to assist you in being able to forgive easier and actually learn to heal along the way. So that's going to be a great gift. You guys already do that. That's, for some of you, that's a born ability here. And this last card here, our healing path, is the gift of command. And I love that for you as well. This is tying together here is going to be finding the voice here. It's going to allow you to speak your truth, not only to others, but to yourself, so you can begin to live in this guilt-free state. And this will allow a lot of space to clear open for your year to manifest in the way that you see fit, bringing in love, bringing in relationships, bringing in abundance in all areas. And we do so by being graceful in all of our movements, the things that we do, and also commanding. And I love that's on the throat chakra here, because that's one thing that as Leos we've struggled with, just being able to come to self. So we're going to now go ahead and get into our soulmate soul message here with your decans.
Greetings and welcome to all my Leo Decan 2s whose birthday is from the 2nd to the 12th. And we are going to get started with your soulmate soul scopes. And if you haven't so far, or you skipped to the timestamp, I want you to go back and make sure that you double check and take a look at your soul growth reading. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. All right, Leos, here we are. The cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to put a little extra Reiki here on it for you. And lots of love and light in there. Same deal. Love and energy. Love and light. A lot of people don't know that they're actually saying the same thing. But let's see. I'm not hearing anything in particular coming from you guys right now. I do feel a lot of wind. So we're going to stop right there. Well, that one got left. We'll go there. Feel a lot of wind. All right. So you've been withholding for a really long time. This pattern has been this way. There's a lot of broken promises, a lot of fears. There's also a lot of left here. So you're withholding and you are not wanting to connect. Still feeling that wind. It is time to, and you may even be seeing some of these patterns of synchronicities, but you're still withholding. You're holding back who you are, how you feel, because you feel like you have to put on a face and a facade. And you are seeing the moments happen when you are in this disposition. And you want a different version of the story every time this happens. And every time you look at it, you keep asking yourself, why do I keep doing the same thing? It's not helping me. It's not getting me closer to what I want. And also in the relationship, this lack of exchange is the reason why you're not connecting. So there's someone that actually, Leos, my decanters, you have your eye on someone actually. And you are feeling a little shy and bashful to approach. You've also been through a lot of different enormous hardships. A lot of bigger life lessons have fallen upon you, and you are still scrambling to pull it together. And so some of them have been some major circumstances that even took some time to clean up. And in the melee, and then, it's like when there's a tsunami in a country and the UN goes in and, people volunteer to go in. It takes a long time. If anyone remembers the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico, it's kind of like that. You are still cleaning up many and licking your wounds is what they're saying. And so there's someone that you have your eye on presently, and there's kind of a small dalliance happening there, where there's flirtations and innuendos, and it's fun, you feel free, but you're not really giving up the goods. You're still holding back and withholding in this, and you want to go way deeper. And every time you get with this person, for those who are single and dating, and this also, if this resonates with you in your longer term relationships, those who've been in a relationship for a while, you've also traversed a lot of storms together, and now you just feel like, I don't know how to move past all these things that have happened. And so you've become withholding. What you're looking for here is new life. We're going to move this over here because there's a deep knowing that you know that you're doing it, and you also are aware of when it's happening, because we can see that every time it happens, you go into this space. You recognize it, but you don't. You're too afraid, they're saying, to change it. And so where you're wanting to go is this is the destination. There it is. New life. We want to get to a new and better version of our life, but all of this that has happened to you where you've become and you're so outgoing, and this is what's so crazy about it, is because it's almost like you have two faces and two separate lives. Inside, you are deeply saddened, and you're trying to hold up a good front, and you are convinced that you are doing okay, that you're putting it together, that you're getting together, but inside, you feel like you have fallen so far from where you used to be, and you're looking at the past of your life and all the things that have fallen apart and all of the things that you couldn't quite put all the way back together, kind of like Humpty Dumpty. You couldn't put it all back together when you fell off the wall. And so this storm that you went through, it took a long time to even get where you are today. And you feel really proud of yourself and like you've done a lot. And those things, kudos to you for putting it back together. But in that course of time, there were, issues in the relationship sector. Some of you may have gotten divorced during this time because of the storm, because it was marriage and financial that took place, big, heavy hitting things, and you're still holding on to this pattern. And now that you've met someone new, especially those who have been single on and off and dating here and there, this person that you're with really is bringing out the best in you, and you're afraid to give up the goods. You're not, you want to communicate that you want something deeper, and you want it, because inside you feel lonely. You feel like no one's listening, and this person is listening. They're seeing you. They're connecting with you on a really deep level, and you're scared to go there. And all this stuff in your past is coming up now, and it's going to come up even more. You're going to see a lot of that from the 17th onward into the new year if you don't make the changes now, because what you are sacrificing by not doing so is the new place where you can not only heal your life but finish up the business. And the business is that you don't see how those other events, your part in it, and you feel like all this stuff happened to you and that you're a great person, and no doubt and indeed you absolutely are. And you're like, I'm kind, I'm everyone loves me, I love everyone, but there is a secret side in your subconscious that you have fears about who really does love you. You can never really, you don't know for sure, and you keep choosing these, what is this? You keep choosing external reasons to try to find yourself, and you do it through people and things. So you like shiny, bright, you like to floss, you like to gloss, you like to stun, you're the number one stunner. You do these things, and you want to make an impression on people that you've got it all together. And when you lost everything, so this was a big financial hit. Then the marriage also took a deep dive, and there's divorce there. Your ego was deeply bruised because everyone that was in your circle, all these outer reaching limbs in your life, were all connected to you because of who you were and what you had, and that you could always make sure that everyone was taken care of. But as soon as things started falling apart, there was some deep betrayal. You don't know how you caused that. It's the unfinished business. And until you can see your part in it, of how this avalanche of a storm took place in your life, you are going to be still there, which is why right now you're withholding, because you feel like people lied, betrayed, used you, and you don't want to give anymore. And so this part of the unfinished business, let's take a look at a little bit deeper in it. Yep, we already talked about this. So you're going back and forth a little bit in the past of there's still some bitterness and some anger there too, by the way. You haven't fully processed it. Not only that, but some of your family turned their backs on you too during this time. This reading is for someone specific, and if this doesn't resonate with you, pull from it what you can, because this is very specific. And also, you're going from victim mentality. How can I invite this person into my life? I don't have my shit together. I'm not living large like I used to. Are they going to want me? Who wants me? I don't know who I can trust. You're going through all these. This is the storm. This is the wind that I'm hearing. You just have all these thoughts, and you're going back and forth. And so you are stuck right now in this pattern. And you know it. And it keeps happening repeatedly. And this is the serendipity, because it keeps happening. So I'm going to switch the cards again. Stay with me. It keeps happening serendipitously. Every time you're being presented a healing opportunity, you see it, and the fear has got you stuck in place. And they're asking you to move into a space where you honor who you are. This isn't about connecting to the new person that's walked into your life. This new person in your life is representative of the new life. This person is caring for you, loving you, and is trying to get you to come out of your shell so that the healing part of the journey can begin. But you're not looking at it like that. And I know that it's a hard thing to do. It takes a lot of growth and a lot of life cycles to get to the place of that space, to be able to understand that the next person who's helping you may not just be the love of your life. They may just be a guide and an angel that was sent, and a teacher, just to bring you to a point where you can connect back to yourself and heal the old story. So we're going to go to one final card here. Let's put this here, because you have to understand that's why the deep knowing is showing up, is because you still are lost in what happened to you and not embracing all that you've rebuilt in your life, but how much more you have to go to get to the end result here. And right now you're stuck there, and you're still trying to shine, and you're still trying to put shine on. You're gaslighting the people around you, making them think you have it all together, but you don't. Yep, there we go. This person is coming to your life to help you, is providing building blocks. Let's move these down because it's the second sector. And if you don't open up here, this person is going to leave, because they're going to move on to a more emotionally available person who can really connect on a deep knowing level. And we all want that. We want to not have superficial relationships, and they want to know you, and they want to be able to touch and feel your presence, and not just your exuded ego energy. And that's all you're giving here. You're going to have to start with the fundamental building blocks of accepting what has not only happened in the past, but where you are, and embrace and lick some wounds, do some healing and mending, so that you can open up to the life that you want, because it's there. It's right there. And it's up to you to whether or not you're going to actually put the blocks together and build that path for yourself. All right, Leos, let's do it. All right, Leos, let's do it. This is go time. We're in the fourth quarter, and the stakes are high. I don't know if you bet or if you're into sports, but I'm sure everybody understands what fourth quarter is. We know that. This is go time. If we want to change and get to this new life, we're going to have to put the time in. And the time in is not doing the same outward show of force of who we think the world wants us to be, but who we truly are. Step into our true power, by loving ourselves and forgiving the mistakes that we made, the choices that we made, and learn that we can still give. But we can't give from the disposition of, I need you to like me through the things that I'm giving you. Because when you trade off real, genuine expression of feeling and self, then you always get a different version, because your intentions are just a little bit hidden. So let's get it together in 2021. Stay with us. If this resonated with you in the love area or in the money area, I want you to drop these icons and let everyone know that you completed the full video and watched it all the way through. Leave us some comments. Tell us what resonated with you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell wherever it may be. Somewhere around here. Don't forget to do that so that you can get all the drops of love from I Am Powered by Love TV. I'm Demi. I'm signing out. Namaste, my friends.